What if the shocking truth behind Taehyung's broken-into home is far more terrifying than anyone expected? Before you dive into this urgent report, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any updates on this developing situation that has fans worldwide trembling. What if the quiet night that everyone assumed was safe suddenly cracked open with a crime that no one ever imagined would happen to someone as beloved as Kim Taehyung? What if the soft glow of the lights inside his peaceful home was interrupted by a shadow that wasn't supposed to be there? And what if the first person who panicked most wasn't the staff, nor the police, but Jungkook himself, the member who has always shared an unspoken connection with him? These questions have shaken millions of fans as the shocking incident of Taehyung's home being broken into spreads across social media like wildfire, leaving countless army in disbelief, fear, and heartbreak. The moment the news leaked, the internet froze. It wasn't just a rumor. It wasn't a trick of the algorithm. It wasn't one of those exaggerated tabloid headlines that fans have learned to ignore. It was real, raw, urgent. Taehyung's home, known among fans as a quiet sanctuary where he paints, writes, and recovers between projects, had been breached by an unknown individual whose motives remain hidden. Witnesses describe a situation far more chaotic than what early whispers suggested, and the details emerging now paint a disturbing picture that even HYB struggled to contain. What exactly happened inside that house? Why did the intruder choose that specific day, that specific hour, and that specific door? Was it planned, or was it a reckless act of obsession spiraling out of control? As investigators piece together clues, the emotional shockwave continues to ripple across the fandom, sparking frantic questions, sleepless nights, and a collective sense of dread. Sources close to the situation revealed that when Jungkook heard what had happened, his reaction was immediate and intense. Those who know him understand his loyalty, his protectiveness, his instinct to shield those he cares about. He was reportedly in the middle of a quiet evening when the call came in, and the moment he heard Taehyung's name mentioned alongside words like break-in and emergency, everything changed. People familiar with the situation describe him as visibly shaken, pacing, unable to sit, demanding updates, and repeatedly asking the same question: is he safe? The emotional connection between the two has been the subject of years of admiration and speculation, but moments like this reveal what fans rarely get to see: their vulnerability, their humanity, and the raw fear that erupts when something threatens one of their own. Jungkook's voice reportedly cracked when he asked for clarity, his panic rising as conflicting bits of information reached him. Was Taehyung hurt? Was he alone at the time? Had the intruder confronted him? Why were there no details yet? Why was everything so quiet? Meanwhile, fans were left in a state of emotional devastation as rumors multiplied. Some cried out of fear. Some cried out of frustration. Others simply cried because they couldn't bear the thought of someone invading the private world of an artist who has always given them comfort, warmth, and light. The idea that Taehyung might have been frightened, startled, or placed in danger tore at the hearts of millions. Many fans admitted they stayed awake the entire night, refreshing feeds, praying, whispering into the void that he would be okay. Behind the scenes, Taehyung reportedly remained calm in ways that surprised even the staff. Despite the intrusion, despite the chaos that rippled through his home, he maintained a composed exterior that only those who truly know him would understand. Yet the question that lingers is whether calmness was real, or simply a mask to protect those around him. Was he truly unshaken, or was he hiding the tremor in his voice, the coldness in his hands, the tremor in his breathing? Clues slowly emerged as investigators assessed the scene. A window latch forced open. A misplaced object that didn't belong to any staff. Footsteps where there shouldn't have been any. A shadow caught on a camera that police are now studying frame by frame. Each new revelation unsettles fans even more because while the truth is forming, it's also revealing fragments of danger that no one wants to imagine. Why now? Why him? What did the intruder want? Was this a simple case of trespassing, or something planned with a deeper purpose? There are whispers of obsession, whispers of someone tracking schedules, whispers of a fan turned too extreme for reason. But until the investigation concludes, these remain terrifying possibilities rather than confirmed facts. HYB's tight-lipped response has only fueled more questions. The agency confirmed the breach but avoided comment on Taehyung's emotional condition, mentioning only that he was safe. But safe doesn't mean unaffected. Safe doesn't mean untouched. Safe doesn't mean that his sense of home, comfort, or privacy was not shattered in a way that may take time to rebuild. Jungkook's growing concern seems to mirror the emotions of fans. Reports say he pushed repeatedly to speak with Taehyung directly, wanting to hear his voice, wanting reassurance that couldn't be delivered through a spokesperson or a brief message. Fans who saw the early whispers online described the collective reaction as a mix of panic and grief, tears falling as they reread the updates, hoping to catch a sentence that would make everything feel normal again. The emotional storm this has created is overwhelming. Fans around the world have started posting messages of support, urging Taehyung to stay strong, to heal emotionally, to take all the time he needs. Many express guilt, apologizing for the toxic side of the fandom that sometimes crosses boundaries. Others express anger, demanding stricter protection, tighter security, harsher punishment for the intruder. But through all the fear and chaos, one question echoes the loudest in the minds of fans, echoing in digital spaces like a trembling heartbeat. Was Taehyung truly unharmed, or is something being hidden until the investigation is fully complete? As the hours pass and more details emerge, this story continues to evolve with each breath. What waits in the next update? What new twist will shake fans again? What hidden truth might still be unfolding behind closed doors? The world watches, waits, and hopes that the tremble in Jungkook's voice fades, hopes that the shadows in Taehyung's home are cleared, hopes that this moment becomes just a frightening memory rather than a scar. And as the world holds its breath, one thing remains certain. This is more than a headline, more than a rumor, more than a moment of celebrity vulnerability. This is a reminder that even the brightest stars can be touched by darkness, and even the strongest hearts can tremble when danger walks too close. The hours following the break-in felt like days stretched thin by fear. The moon had already set when a new wave of whispers began spreading online, whispers suggesting that Taehyung was not simply resting, as earlier statements had claimed. Fans noticed the strange tone in HYB's words, the unsettling quietness around staff, the silence that didn't match the gravity of the incident. Something felt unspoken, something heavy, something trembling just outside the frame of official statements. And the more people searched for answers, the more disturbing the possibilities became. Jungkook, still shaken and desperate for clarity, reportedly remained awake long after the initial shock. He had always been known for his problem-solving instincts, but this situation pierced him in a way that left him restless and unmoored. He couldn't sit still, couldn't focus on anything, couldn't silence the images forming in his mind. Images of Taehyung startled in the dark, of an intruder stepping where no one should, of danger slipping into the one place Taehyung believed was safe. Witnesses who saw Jungkook that night described him as pale, eyes unfocused, anger and fear clashing inside him like a silent storm. His voice reportedly cracked when he finally reached someone from Taehyung's side, asking the question again and again, as if the repetition might force the truth out. Is he really okay? But even then, the answer was always the same. He's safe. He's resting. Don't worry. Words meant to comfort, yet strangely hollow. Fans began to sense the underlying tension, as if everyone involved was carefully choosing what not to say. And that silence grew louder, heavier, until it became a kind of fear of its own. Meanwhile, fragments of the intruder's actions surfaced from sources near the investigation. There were strange details that didn't match a simple break-in. A misplaced notebook left open on a desk, pages creased as if someone had flipped through them hurriedly. A glass moved from its original position.